What's up, YouTube? It's Team Golden Gorillas here, back with a deck profile. Have not really showcased anything off in a while. We had one of our friends on the channel, Javen, show off his Millennium Fiendsmith deck, and I haven't really shown a case anything. We're going into the 2025 Nationals for next weekend in Indianapolis, Indiana. I haven't really played too many events this year. I've been very busy just with life, and I'm expecting a second child, just haven't really had a lot of time. I actually went and played in the Milwaukee Regional a couple weeks ago, and I played this deck, and I played really bad, but the deck is really cool, really strong. I think it has a lot of potential. It could definitely catch a lot of people off guard. It's one of the decks that people don't know what it does, and I think it's the most important thing about the deck. So let's get into this deck, and then I'll show you guys what I'm playing. So we're playing this deck. So we're playing Regenesis. So Archfiend, his effect requires you to reveal a monster with 2,500 attack or defense, and then it summons to the field, and then on summon, it's a reinforcing the army for any Regenesis card in the archetype. And then when it's sent to the graveyard during your opponent's turn, during the end phase, it has the ability to activate to add it back from the graveyard to the hand. So pretty good versatility. It's your consistency starter. For the other names, you play 1 dragon, 1 sage, 1 warrior, and then 1 lord. So small thing on these ones. Everything except lord, basically just summons itself as long as there's a monster in the field that has a 2,500 attack or defense on either player's field, and it summons it for free. So when you play against like Blue Eyes, for example, if they have a spirit dragon on the field, you free summon it. If you're playing against I think Ryzeal, if they have not a detonator, but the duo drive, I believe. I don't really know the top of the head the attack points on it, but if they just have established boards, you can just summon these for free, and they're really, really strong, and they just get you really far into the game. So name-wise, Dragon is Cosmic Cyclone, banishes a card, attributes for cost. Sage, this is the Omni Negate for the deck. Basically, you tribute any Regenesis monster from your hand or field, attributes it for cost, and then you get to negate it and destroy it. Warrior, this is the Compulsed. You tribute himself for cost. Obviously, all of them have the ability to tribute for cost, and it bounces a monster in the field of the hand. And then Lord, this is kind of your win con. We were playing Axis Code Talker in here, but you really don't even need Axis Code Talker anymore, just because this card pushes through so much. So basically, this card requires you to basically banish a Regenesis monster on the field, because nothing else in the deck is 2,500 attack and defense. So it banishes it, and then summons to the field, and then on summon it sets a spell or trap card with Regenesis, so you can set the Regenesis spell or the birth trap card. And then when he attacks in battle phase, he doubles his attack to 5,000 and he does piercing. So it basically, like, when you're summoning this, you're pushing for game. Like, you're going to kill your opponent. So those are the names, and then we're also playing these cards with them. So I'm playing triple Kashtira Unicorn and 2 Kashtira Fenrir. So basically with these, I had played originally 3-3 when I played this deck at the regional, and Fenrir I bricked on I just opened up multiple copies of it, and it was just really rough. Especially when you're summoning to established boards and you're not really able to do a whole lot. It just felt really weird. It's the worst one. It doesn't meet any of the stat line requirements for any of your Regenesis monsters to summon to the field. So you summon Fenrir, it doesn't really do a whole lot. But then the ability to banish a card in the field face up, or banish a face up card in the field face down, it's just like it's very mid right now, unfortunately, in the format. So it's not like a super crazy card. And then Unicorn's just really good just for hitting the extra deck, and then as well as meeting that 2,500 stat boost, and then being able to search your Theosis or the Birth to basically extend you further in the turn. So there's those, and then we're playing a bunch of hand traps. So we play triple Fua, triple Perelia. You don't really need to play the Meowth, because Meowth is kind of really bad right now, and then I also don't have access to it. So in testing and online, the card alone has just been really lackluster, and the card honestly is just falling off in popularity. It's not being very used right now. It's just very mid. Playing Droll Knockbirds is probably the best hand trap if you're not playing Impulse. And then the Mulchummies, so like you want to play this card, it's just really good. Triple Ash Blossom just hits everything. It's really strong. And then we're playing like the new spice card that you play in Regenesis now, just because it meets the requirements, is Lava Golem. This card for some reason has 2,500 defense. So if you just have Archfiend in hand, you summon this, you reveal this, and your opponent knows they're going to get their stuff blown up, and then you summon it and then you summon your Archfiend. You resolve your cards, and then you tribute your opponent's field, and you can just push for so much damage with this as well. So it just gets rid of established boards, and it's really good. That's it for the monsters. Opted not play Doomdog because I have limited room on the space in the deck, so I didn't want to play the Doomdog in it. I also tested with a little bit of it, but I'm not playing Almirage, so the card doesn't feel super strong. Spells, played 3 Regenesis. This is the one that searches or dumps one, and then during the next turn, not the same turn that was sent to the graveyard, but during your next turn, you can banish it from your graveyard to target a Regenesis monster in the graveyard, special summon it for free. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. That's your starter card. Code, this is the emergency teleport, and then locks you out of the extra deck summoning. That's what people don't really explain with this card. So it special summons it to your field, and then during your opponent's end phase, it sends it to the graveyard and then triggers its effect to basically add it from the graveyard to hand. And then if you can banish this card to target a banished Regenesis monster and summon it back to the field. So you can, if your monster gets banished off of the Lord effect, or just gets banished off of just like something else, you can just resurrect it back to the field. So we're playing the kashtira cards now. 1 Theosis, 1 Birth, and 1 Planet. Just for consistency, like Theosis and Birth are pretty standard. And then the Race Saw, usually people are playing this at 2 or 3. Playing this at 1 because I'm playing some other stuff in the deck that I really wanted to use. And the Race Saw is really good, but it does play into Droll, and this deck does really struggle against Droll. And then for the other spells that I'm playing Tribble, Forbidden Droplet. This card is crazy right now, really strong, and then being able to set this up during your opponent's turn and then him trying to play through the board, being able to send your cards to the graveyard off of Droplet, and then being able to use a trap card to basically summon them back to the field for free is crazy. So this card's really, really good right now. And then there are spells I'm playing 1 Pot of Prosperity and then 1 Triple Tax Talent. Pot of Prosperity is like something I'm testing out in the deck to see how it's going to do. The card's really good. You need consistency cards in this deck because that is one thing this deck really does struggle with. Both variants, the kashtira variant is a little bit more consistent than the Bestial one, but the Bestial one is more explosive, and I think the Bestial one is a little bit better into the meta right now. But who knows? We'll see. And then Talent is just such a powerful card. Basically, your opponent is going to do something during your turn when you activate an effect, and you're gonna break their board off this one card alone. So that's it for the spells. And the last 2 cards, we're playing 42 cards. We're playing 2 Regenesis Birth. So if you are unfamiliar with this card is one of the craziest cards ever printed. So on activation, it does nothing. So the effect is, you have 2 effects on this card. For the first effect, which can be used during either player's turn, it sends a Regenesis monster from your hand or from your deck to the graveyard, targeting it. So it sends it for cost. It targets the monster on the field and then puts it face down. And then the second effect is a soul charge. So each card basically it activates to send it for cost to the graveyard to special summon as many Regenesis monsters from your graveyard as possible, and then during that same turn, it sends them to the graveyard. So you can only use that effect during your opponent's turn, and you can't use both these effects in the same turn that you're activating it. So you have to use the Birth to send one from your deck to the graveyard during your turn, and then during your opponent's turn, you just set it up for soul charging. So it's like crazy. 42 cards. It's pretty solid. I like the deck a lot. So we're gonna go into the extra deck. Extra deck, we are obviously got our tokens. We're playing numbers. These bunch of rank 7s are playing number 76 Harmonizer. Really against Malice, and then as well as Lunite. It's not too bad. Not bad. So we're playing one Big Eye, 1 Draco Sack. You're basically playing a bunch of cards that you would play if you were playing Kashtira. 1 Dark Armed, 1 Red Ice Flare Metal. This card, you honestly can make this, so you can just put 7,500 points of damage, and if you don't use code, you can just make this, and you can just kill your opponent doing anything. 1 Shangira. These are like the names you play, they're like the rank 7s. We play 1 Dingirsu. The card's really good. It's come up quite a couple of times. You can also, I don't have it in this version, but you can opt to play the Sky Prison, number 80, I believe his name is. No, excuse me, 88. The other rank 8 though, but you can play him or Buzz King. Both cards are really strong. The Sky Prison card, I prefer that card a little bit more if I had it, just because it shuts down all of your opponent's banish effects and then graveyard effects. They can't summon them or activate them in the graveyard, so it's really, really strong. And then you play 1 Zeus and then 1 Typhon. You're playing a bunch of XZs, so you can attack, and then Typhon's just a really balanced, really strong, powerful card. Links, we're playing 1 IP, 1 SP. Excuse me, sorry. 1 Unicorn and 1 Underworld Goddess. So, I was playing Access Code Talker in here, but you really don't even need Access Code Talker at all in the deck, just because you have such a high kill potential anyways, and the meta is kind of changing more and more. So, IP, SP are pretty standard. Unicorns, this is honestly could be something completely different. You could play like another rank 8 if you really wanted to, which kind of leaning toward if I get it. And then Underworld Goddess is becoming a staple because of the Lunalite deck. Just being able to out a card and then also playing against like just some obnoxiously like crazy board where you can't break it with just your normal board. You can just link it off. So, and then we're playing the Thunder God, and then we're playing Chen Yang. So there's actually a really funny play if you have Chen Yang plus kashtira monster and Birth on field. You can basically just keep looping your opponent's cards, and then you can just keep activating this, and then they just keep losing attack, and then they're basically never going to be able to out this card. So it's just really funny. That's it for the extra. We'll go to the side real quick. So sideboard, playing 3 Lancia. This format, this is a must-play card. You have to play it because of Malice as well as Lunalite now. So you have to respect those decks. If you do not play this card, you are not going to beat Malice. It's just simple as that. The card's very strong. We're playing 2 Chaos Hunter, 2 DD Crow. So there are some changes that are on the horizon that I'm still considering playing. Chaos Hunter is probably going to be taken out of the deck completely, and then it's either I'm going to keep 1 Chaos Hunter in, but 3 of these cards are going to be replaced with Heatwave because I think Heatwave is such a strong card, and being able to just activate going first, going against Malice or against like Lunalite, they can't play the game and they cannot beat you playing that. So, and then you're going to kill them the following turn. So. I would recommend, if you're going to play kind of like the same list here, I would recommend just playing 1 Chaos Hunter and then playing 3 Heatwave. So, we're also playing 3 Bestials. So, the reason why I'm telling you not to play the Crows is because you're playing these. These cards are just really good in general. These hit like Fiendsmith, these hit Lunalite, these hit just damn near everything in the game, and the card alone in general are just super powerful. And then the rest of the side deck, 2 Judgment. I was playing this at 3. It just feels like a just very decent card right now. Yeah, I can't really. It's Judgment. Like, it's nothing else really to say about it. So, and then we're playing 2 Dragon's Mine. This card, if you haven't read this card's crazy. It's as long as you have a 2,500 attack or defense on field, it's an Omni Negate for everything. So basically everything in your deck, and then. You can pay 2,500 life points to basically add it from your graveyard back to your hand, and then when it leaves the field, it's banished instead. So it's a double negation for anything. And then, obviously, last card, we play the Floodgate, because this is the best card in the game that this deck can play, and it's really, really strong. So we can't play Ghost in a Rivalry, but we played Derek and only one, and this card honestly beats Malice. This can beat... this can beat Ryziel at times, depending on your hand... And depending on how well they open, if they're open, and then this can also just beat some other decks. So it's just really powerful. So that's it for the deck. We'll update it as we go. We'll try to do a final deck profile before Nationals. This upcoming Thursday on July 10th, we'll be going to Indianapolis for Nationals, and we'll try to do an updated deck profile there in Indianapolis. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys later.